welcome or welcome back. My name is Allison and this is Allie at the helm. And today we are going to be counting our overage fund that we have and allocating that money. I already had a discussion with my husband on how we wanted to spend that money. And so yeah, today we're going to be going ahead and counting that up and distributing it into our sinking funds. And then we are going to see the difference of our sinking funds from the beginning of the month to the ending. So let's go ahead and get on into it. So my overage fund is in the back here. And I've said this before, but the overage consists of any unexpected income as well as anything left over in our grocery, date night, or gas budget. So each week, whenever there is anything left over, it gets put into this overage envelope. And then at the end of the month, my husband and I get to see what's in there and decide how we want to divvy it up. So let's go ahead and count this up. I've already counted this. Like I said, I did have a conversation with my husband on how we wanted to allocate this money. So again, some of it is more income came in than we were expecting, or more than our base budget. And then some of this came from what was left over at the end of each week from groceries, date night, and gasoline. So let's go ahead and count this up, and then I'll show you how we're going to allocate this. So we have 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 570, 590, 610, 630, 640, 650, 660, 665, 670, 675, 680, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, $689. So I'm going to show you kind of where this money came from, and then I will go ahead and stuff it. So let's get this money set up. $689. Just crazy. All right, get this all set up. And I've said in previous videos, my husband and I work on a base budget, and then anything above and beyond the base budget, sorry if you can hear that, I think it's a motorcycle. Anything above and beyond the base budget just gets put into overage so we can stuff our sinking funds and put more money towards debt. I think these ones just might be out of frame, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. So, get to the right page here. Eventually, there we go. Okay, so this was January's monthly budget kind of overview. This was the expected income, so $4,162. That number is our base budget, and that's the number that we go off of when my husband is on reduction in force. And so these are the actual, so you can see here, this is my paycheck, and I got a little more than I was expecting on both. And then all the payments for unemployment and from our reduced in force fund that we save up, those were all correct, but I was expecting lower amount to come in for my paychecks, and I was pleasantly surprised. And so we also received a personal check for $150, and then also our credit card, we got cash back rewards for $231. So in total, our income came to $4,607.27. And for income, we round down, so just 4,607, and we just kind of ignore the 27. That just gets added and saved up slowly in our account. So the overage came out to be $445.27. Now, over here in cash envelopes, so this is what I keep in my wallet. For groceries, we had budgeted $500 and we only spent $372.45. For date night, for the full month, we had budgeted $200, and that came out, we actually ended up only spending $123.08. And for gasoline, we had budgeted $85 for the full month and only spent $41.98. So in total, we had budgeted $785 and only spent $537.51. And the difference between those is $247.49. So that's the exact amount. When we do our cash envelopes, though, we just round up for anything that we spend. So I'll kind of show you really quick here. So each week we go ahead and put in a fourth of our budgeted amount. So every week, this is just a fourth of what we budgeted. This is like what we would spend, and then this is like what's left over. So this amount, the $689, that is rounding up. So rounding up on what we spend. So instead of $321, I would round that up to $4. So this would be $43. That's why if we look back at here, $445.27 plus the overage here, $247.49 actually equals $692.76. But because of the way that we work with our cash envelopes, we round down for income and round up for expenses. So what it comes out to be is the $689. So if I just minus the $689, so $3.76 difference, that'll just be in our account, and that's fine. So we decided we're going to be stuffing $686, and this is how we decided to allocate that. And we'll get to this part, so I'm just gonna cover it up so it's not distracting. Okay, so this is how we decided to break it down. And so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shift this over so we can start stuffing, and then we'll just put the balances in here as we go, and then we'll move over to this this page. Okay, so let's go ahead and stuff this. I'm so excited to be stuffing more into our sinking funds. Some of these sinking funds don't have anything in them right now, so I'm excited to put some money in there. All right, so the first one is clothing, and we decided to stuff $50 in clothing. It's fighting me. And we just did a $50 bill. $50 in clothing now. All right, next is household, and we decided to put $50 in here as well. And again, we just did a $50 bill. So now in household, we have 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and $66. $66 in household. Next is self-care, and we decided to put 25. So we're going to do a 20 and a 5. So now in self-care, we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, and $44. $44 in self-care. Next is Allison, and you might notice that there's a 50 in here, which there wasn't before. My birthday was actually on Saturday, the 29th, and I got a birthday card with a $50 gift in there. So I just put that in here. So today we're going to be adding $100 into my envelope, and I'm just going to do a $100 bill. So now in mine, which as you might know, in my wallet, I have my envelope here. I normally just carry small amounts of cash with me. So now total in my envelope, I have 100, 150, 160, 165. And I'll just leave that in there. Put it back in my wallet when I'm ready. Next is James, and James is my husband, and James is also going to be getting $100 today. The overage fund, I've said in a previous video, but the overage fund really incentivizes us underspending in groceries and going out to eat and gasoline. And that way we could actually have some money for just us, for us to spend on ourselves however we want. So that's kind of how we get around not going out to eat too much. So in James's, we have 100, 101, 102, 103, $103. And this money in our envelopes we can spend on whatever we'd like, which is nice. All right, that's it for this binder. Moving on to the pink binder. All right, we're going to skip student loans this time. So first we have car insurance. We're going to add $37 to car insurance. $20, $30, $35, $36, $37. And I did confirm that our next payment for the next 6 months of car insurance is in February. So this will be depleting quite a bit shortly. Okay. All right, so now in car insurance we have, and I have placeholder $100 bills. They like to stick, so here we go. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, and then there we go. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 520, 530, 540, 550, 555, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. So $561 in car insurance. Next is car maintenance, and we're not stuffing that today, but I believe there's $2,000. So $1,000, $2,000 in car maintenance. I think I might have said car insurance. Car maintenance, $2,000. Okay. Next is pet care. We're going to add $11. 10 and a 1. Now in pet care, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 480, 490, 500, 55, 510, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $517. Next is reduce in force. We're not going to stuff that. But in reduce in force, we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And then these placeholders. So 3,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So 3,950, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, and 88. $3,988. In reduce in force or RIF. And I will say, just for anyone who missed it, reduce or reduction in force is for when my husband is temporarily laid off in the colder months or the winter months in Minnesota. There's just not enough work for him, and so they temporarily lay him off. And so we take from this fund as income to supplement his unemployment during that time, and then we also contribute to it. So it's kind of a give and take from this as income, and then we replenish it throughout the year to pay for the next year. So most everything in here was saved up last year for when he was on reduction in force this year, which he currently is on reduction in force. So right now we are pulling from this envelope quite often to supplement his income. So this will be depleting quite a bit, and that will reflect in our sinking funds totals, but know that quite a bit of any negative, anything showing up negative in our sinking funds is most likely due to taking out of here for his income. All right, so next we have Christmas. Christmas, we're going to be adding $50. Now in Christmas, we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. $104 in Christmas. Next is entertaining, and I'm going to be adding $66 to entertaining today. So we're going to do 50, 60, 65, 66. This 20 is horrible. It's so wrinkled. All right, so in entertaining, we now have 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $108 in entertaining. We love entertaining. Cannot wait for the warmer months to come. Still got a couple months to go though, unfortunately. All right, next is gifts, and we're going to add $77 into gifts today. So 50, 70, 75, 76, 77. And I have mentioned in my previous videos that we do have a baby shower coming up in March and a wedding coming up in March. So we want to make sure that we have plenty of money in here to make purchases, gift purchases for those occasions. And in gifts now we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So $112 in gifts. Next is home remodel. We're not going to stuff anything in home remodel and nothing in new car, but in new car, we have 1,000, 2,000 in the bank, and then these placeholders are also in the bank. So 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 410, 415. $2,415 in new car. Next is a new category for us, and it's actually going to get the remainder of the money. This is special events, and this will be for concerts, other things like that. If we get invited to like a festival, then we'll pull from special events, or if we want to go on a really fancy dinner, then we can save up and do that. So special events will be getting the last $123. 120. So now in special events, we have 100, 20, 21, 22, and 23. $123. And nothing is going into vacation, but now in vacation we have 100, 250, $300. And my husband will be flying out to California at the end of March for his sister's wedding. So that's what that money will be used for. All right, so we're done stuffing. So now we're going to come over to this side of the notebook. And I'm going to be just transferring these balances over here. And then we're going to calculate the difference just to see if we ended up in the negative or the positive in our sinking funds. And then just here at the bottom, I did do a kind of breakdown of our student loans that we're working to pay off. We did make a $300 payment in January, and I went ahead and put down the starting and ending balances starting at the beginning of January and ending at the end of January. And the $300 payment was applied to this loan here, just kind of randomly. My husband had submitted the payment, and that's just where it went. And we did submit $300, but there must be a little service fee or something. But I did go ahead and total that up. So the starting of January student loans was $26,120.50, and now it is $25,821.20. So progress. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer all of these over here really quick, and then I'm just going to add up the differences. So first, and like I said, because we pulled quite a bit of money out of our reduction in force category this last month because my husband was on reduction in force. It's most likely the difference is going to be negative. But as soon as he's back to work, that will be replenished really quickly. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add all these up so we can see where we started and where we ended. All right, ending balance. So the difference in clothing was a positive 50, household was a positive 66, self-care was a positive 44. Mine, let's see here, was a positive 129.25. My husband's was a positive 99.21. Car insurance was a positive 61. This just stayed the same. For pet care, it was positive $88. For a reduction in force, this is where it's going to be negative. Oops, that's not what I meant. So it was 3,988. Oh no, that was right. So 49.36 minus 39.88. So a minus $948. I know this is really calculation heavy. This was a minus 112.60. Entertaining was a positive 108. Gifts was a positive $88.15. This was a positive 123, and this was a positive 300. All right, so, but overall, I'm just gonna take this, these numbers. So 10,656.85 minus 10,560.84. It's a positive 96.01. So that's actually pretty good considering we took out almost $1,000 out of our reduction in force. So now I can go ahead. I already did my week 1 cash stuffing for February week 1 and January week 5. But then what I will do is I will put all my spending in for week 1, and then I will subtract what I spent from this ending balance in January, and that will give me my new balance for the next week. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching me save some money towards my sinking funds. This is definitely going to stay this way, where we are incentivized to not spend so much, so that at the end of the month we can go ahead and give ourselves some money. Thank you again for watching and stopping by. I hope you have a lovely day or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!